Welcome back to This is VANCOLOUR. My name is Mo Amir, and we've been talking about the responsibilities, the expectations, and the accountability that comedians bear on stage in our current cultural climate. But what are the restrictions to comedy and, more generally, freedom of expression as per the law in Canada? To give us a bit of legal perspective, we're going to wrap things up tonight with my friend, my counterpart on the Soapbox Social column on CBC Radio's On the Coast with Gloria Makarenko, one of BC's most high-profile criminal defense lawyers representing Acumen Law. She is Kyla Lee, and this is Kyla's Court. Kyla's Court is now in session. Kyla Lee presiding. Hi, Kyla.
Hi.
Nice to see you as always.
Always nice to see you.
So we've been chatting about a lot of controversy in comedy and how this affects the culture. And so I got to ask, is there anything that comedians cannot say on stage, otherwise they may face legal troubles?
Yes, absolutely. In Canada, we have hate speech laws. So you are prohibited from advocating violence against a certain identifiable class of people, whether it's based on your gender, your ethnicity, your sexuality, things like that. But beyond that, our law doesn't really prohibit comedians from making jokes, other than exposing them to civil consequences if they do.
Right. So unless they're explicitly saying, hey, go beat up these people or go do things that are worse than that to these people, you can make fun of anyone you want and not really face any legal consequences, right?
Well, you could face civil consequences in the sense that if you made fun of people who were in the audience for identifiable characteristics such as their gender or their sexual orientation, then you could end up facing consequences either through human rights complaints or potentially for defamation lawsuits if you singled out a particular individual and said something that was defamatory against
On
them.
an individual basis?
Yes.
So if someone makes fun of me because I'm brown, but they're making fun of me specifically, then there might be consequences. But if they just make fun of brown people in general, no consequences.
Generally speaking, yes. I mean, if you had an audience that was by and large brown people and you knew that and you continued to make those comments anyway, you could face a human rights complaints from members of the audience.
Right.
Although it's a bit more of a stretch when it's sort of a general comment about people that you don't specifically target.
Do comedians have some sort of artistic protection where they go, hey man, this is my art and you're not allowed to judge it, or I'm free from the law? Is there any sort of protections for them that way?
Against government, yes, in the sense that government can't control you in respect of your artistic expression so long as it doesn't cross that impermissible line into hate speech. But when it comes to personal disputes between individuals, then your artistic expression can't delve into the defamatory or something that violates somebody's human rights.
Okay, interesting. Well, hey, Kyla, I appreciate the perspective. I appreciate the insight. Thank you so much for clarifying this very interesting topic.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Folks, that's our show. Thank you so much to my friend, one of the best criminal defense lawyers in BC, Kyla Lee, and comedians Sasha Mark and Dino Archie for tonight's show. Of course, we will be back next week right here on Check, Thursday at 9 p.m. for more. Find This is VANCOLOUR on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and the Check Plus app. But for now, this is VANCOLOUR, and I'm Mo Amir telling you that in a province where you can be anything, be colorful. Peace.